illegally parked, double park. See if he fixes it. There we go. How you doing?
How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. This woman is absolutely terrifying. I mean, what can a guy with a camera do? I don't even understand it. See if I can get a little closer just so y'all can see what's going on. She's talking to a police officer right now. Hopefully they're educating her. Hopefully they don't say anything to me. Hopefully they know the laws on public photography. You know, I'm going to respect their privacy. I'm not going to go in there. I'm going to let her tell whatever story she wants to tell. And the police are going to make their decision what they're going to do. And that's going to be that. Tell you what, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk away from the scene and see how the police react. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to go back to the DMV. I'm going to see the reaction on their faces because I left before the police could say anything to me. Therefore, I was never given the trespass warning. You know, hopefully they're smart enough not to give trespass warnings on public property, but you know how tyrants are. So, let's see. What we have here, guys, is a snowflake. Ain't that what you call them? Wow. Call the police because somebody is videotaping. It's appalling to me. Appalling. Looks as if they have called the police once again. But I mean, I don't understand how people can call the police on law-abiding citizens. People doing nothing wrong. But we shall see how this turns out.
Hey man, come talk to me outside real quick.
Okay.
So what's going on?
Nothing. Did they tell you something was going on?
Well, we got a call about you.
About what?
About you coming in and recording people's information, stuff like that.
Nope.
What's the issue going on? Here, walk over here.
Nope. That didn't happen.
Huh?
It didn't happen.
It didn't? Okay. Do you have any ID on you?
Nope.
Nothing at all?
Have I broken the law, sir?
Huh? Not saying you broke any law,
no,
but they don't want you in there.
Is that not a public building?
It is a public building.
So how can they not want me in a public building?
What's your name?
I'm not going to give it if I haven't
Not
broken the
give
law.
any information, huh?
Not if I haven't broken the law, no.
Okay. Well, so, hey, there's a lady inside. If you could go ask her what he was doing this time.
Even if I was recording information, that's their job to protect the information, not on me. All right?
Okay, but regardless, you're recording around information that's out.
That's not illegal.
Okay. If you want to go that route, that's fine.
I mean, what other route is there?
But
y'all are here to enforce the law, right?
They're doing their job.
Right.
And you're recording stuff.
And we have the right to record public servants doing their job.
Okay, well, what's your reason for doing it anyway?
I don't have to have a reason, sir.
Arkansas statute.
Go ahead.
571-208, also known as harassment.
Yep.
Says. I have to scroll. Give me just
Go ahead. No problem at all.
Well, one of the parts in it says you're causing alarm.
Right.
Well, there's a couple of parts that will make sense. One of them is engages in conduct or repeatedly commits an act that alarms, or seriously annoys another person and that serves no legitimate purpose.
Okay.
So I would say there's a whole lot of people there who are annoyed.
Which is exactly what's going
since
on
we've
right
been
now.
called twice.
Annoyed about what?
You're recording their stuff.
Now is recording
hang on,
illegal?
Hang on. It is, if I'm not mistaken, it is whenever it's personal, private information.
I'm sorry, you are mistaken. We're in public,
that's
sir.
their concern.
No, that is not public.
Sir,
That is a government building.
Just
That is
because
not
a
public.
You
government
cannot
building does not
trespass
mean
my-
it's
You want to
public.
stay outside, I think it's okay. And we're
guys.
not telling you.
So we have 3 tyrants right
So you
here.
have HOLLIMAN. Make sure you got it right.
All right, now what's your badge number, please?
429.
And what's yours, please?
520.
And what's your name, please?
Sweet.
What's your name, please?
Piper.
Badge
Ours
number,
has 2
please.
E's in it.
Okay. Badge about
So-
596.
556.
556. Thank you.
There's
Are
also
is
a
anybody
part-
body cam on right now?
There's also we don't have
We
body
don't have
cams.
body cams.
There's also a part about
Is
surveillance.
anybody recording this? Is anybody
I
vehicle
can be,
recording
if
this?
you want me to.
Yeah, I like that.
Let me see if it does.
Just don't want to have any problems today. I mean, the
Well,
only thing, right? And
If you-
So the
Ma'am,
Go
email,
ahead.
hang
Go
on.
ahead. No, go
May I
ahead.
ask a question?
sure,
I'm very serious.
no problem at all.
You just said the words, I don't want to have any problems today.
Right?
But isn't that what this is causing?
How's it causing problems, sir?
I'm just asking you a question.
No, I wouldn't say it is.
It's not.
That's a
it's
matter
not,
of
it's not
opinion.
only the people working here that,
Okay.
that are talking about this.
Okay.
It's people that are inside trying to get their stuff done.
Well, people's insecurity don't trump my rights, right?
Other part of harassment says places a person under surveillance by remaining present outside that person's school, place of employment, vehicle, or other place occupied by that person or residence, other than the residence of the defendant, for no purpose other than to harass, alarm, or annoy.
Okay.
Okay? So I would say that you are A, in their place of employment, and I would say B, because they are saying so, you are causing annoyance to them.
Sir, am I violating the law?
Would you agree with that?
Sir, am I violating the law?
By that definition,
By that definition,
you are.
we're getting real close, if not there.
Well, okay. If you want to cite me for that, go ahead. But I'm telling you, I'm not violating the law. It's not illegal to record in public. Public officials do not have no right to no expectation of privacy at their job.
Correct and correct.
Real. Now, what am I doing wrong?
Correct and correct. Now keep going.
Now, what am I doing wrong? That's what I want to know.
Those are not public employees. Those are private citizens inside a business that are trying to conduct business.
Which ones?
All the
You talking about the customers?
Every one of those customers.
Is there any expectation of privacy in
So,
public, sir?
They're not in public. They're in a government building. Outside here, I don't think they care. Do they care? They don't care.
Sir,
Outside
it doesn't
the
matter what they care about. It matters about the
So
law.
here's what we'll do.
Okay.
I got a real quick.
Do y'all have a
give me-
supervisor?
I am the
He is
supervisor.
You? Oh, wow.
Give me just 1 second. I am going to work on.
Sir, am I detained right now?
You are not. You are free to leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. And have a, see if you were to just leave, then we wouldn't even be here talking.
Well, sir, if I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay, so.
You're absolutely free to leave, and you're free to stay all you
Right.
want to.
Thank
you are
you.
not detained.
So what was
Have
the problem?
You even asked this gentleman for his name?
Yes, he has.
I did.
But it doesn't
So he's
matter.
Not saying, "Hey, sir."
Right, and then,
It's
right,
not
I'm not,
courtesy.
and I told him that I'm not identifying. He didn't ask anything further than that. I don't have any problem with that. The problem I have with y'all telling me that I'm harassing people by recording.
well, can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
The only reason we're out here is because we were called out here.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all, and I didn't, right.
We've been called out here by several people in here.
Yep.
That they feel like you're out here recording them for whatever reason.
Even if I was, there's no expectation of privacy in
Okay,
public.
but there's a lot of information here.
That is not my job to protect that information. It is their
So
job.
that's why we were called out here. That's what we're trying to get you to understand.
Well, I understand
We're not
what
just
you're
out here
saying.
for any reason.
I understand what y'all are saying, and I understand that y'all got to call the
We would much
service, and that's the
rather be
reason
out
y'all.
somewhere else. I promise you.
I mean, well, y'all can go and do that. I mean, there's nothing
Okay, but
for
when we're
y'all
called
here.
out here, we have to respond. Do you
Well, okay, so
understand
what are y'all gonna do?
that? Well, we have to come out here and make sure everything's okay.
Well, is everything okay?
Well, we would like it to be.
I mean, what am I doing wrong? This is what we keep going back to. What am I doing wrong?
Okay. Like he said, based on the definition in the statute.
Of what statute? Harassment?
He just read you
How do
the-
you harass public employees? That you cannot infringe on somebody's right to record, but by saying that, by creating laws and trying to create things against me. And like
We
I
didn't create the law.
Well, he just said that it was harassment. If he's a supervisor, he knows good and well or should know that there's no expectation of privacy in public. I didn't say anything to any of those.
Just because it is a state facility does not make it public.
Can anybody walk in there, sir?
Yes,
If they have
usually
business,
to
you can.
handle their business, like
Right.
tags and driver's license. I just have one
They
question.
walk
just
in there
like
for,
you have
okay, go
several
ahead. Sure,
questions.
go ahead.
What is your reason for being in here today?
Well, I
Were you
don't
getting
answer
driver's
questions, and I
license?
don't have to
You know, you
answer
don't
any
have to
questions.
answer questions.
Right.
We don't. I mean, we technically didn't have to either, but we did that for you.
Yeah, and y'all are
Were you just
public
coming in
employees,
here
y'all
to do
public
this
servants.
today for no reason?
Well, I
I'm
actually,
just asking.
I don't know if she informed you or not, but I actually asked her. I had grabbed the ticket, like the footage will show. Grabbed the ticket. She came up to me, asked me, "Is there anything she got me with?" I said no. She told me who she was, and I said, "Well, you know what? Actually, you could help me out." And I was asking her some things about driver's license laws and traffic laws and things like that. She gave me a number that I could get in contact with, and then after she gave me that number, that was the end of our contact. After that, my business was collecting matters of public interest, such as the architecture, the art, all of that type of stuff, which is legal, and which is an activity which would, if someone tried to say I was loitering, that wouldn't be considered loitering.
Okay, and nothing's wrong with that, you coming in and asking those questions, but do you see how people can feel uncomfortable with you recording when they have personal information they're letting other people know about?
I can't
You don't-
control
you
other
can't-
people's emotions,
You
man.
can't see just at least a little bit how people can feel uncomfortable with someone recording behind their back. You can't understand that just a little bit.
Ma'am, if somebody wants privacy, they wouldn't go out in public.
I'm
That's the
just
only
trying to
thing.
make you understand that's
Well,
my
you have
Okay,
to
so
inform
also-
those people that.
Look at it this way.
Yes, sir.
If somebody's doing the same thing to you, would it make you uncomfortable?
You'd feel
No.
a little uncomfortable.
I would
Would that
not.
make you uncomfortable
If
at all?
I go in, sir, if you go to any building, if you go to the police station, if you go anywhere, there are going to be cameras, correct? If we're out here right
That's a
now,
little
there-
different subject.
how's that different?
That's
If
a
we're
little
being
different issue.
okay, go ahead,
That's
tell me
a
how that's
security
different.
reason.
But how are they able to put? How are they able to
I'm
film
guessing
people
you're
in
not out
public?
here for a security reason.
I don't understand what you're saying. I told y'all the reason that I was out here.
Okay. And I understand that.
Okay. Well, am I free to go in the DMV?
No.
Why is that?
Right now, no.
So are you trespassing me from the DMV?
No, we're not trespassing.
We haven't
you.
said that.
Well, there's no way that you can tell me that I can't go into a public building. I'm confused.
You are free to leave.
No, if I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay, sir. That's the
and you
law.
can stay,
Right.
but they don't want you back inside.
Well, they don't determine that, sir. You might want to talk to your supervisor again, but unless I'm trespassed, I am allowed into a public place, especially because I'm a taxpayer and I funded this building, or at least the lease that they pay on this building.
Okay.
So,
It's a valid point.
okay, I mean,
I pay taxes too.
and I
So
agree. You're right, and that's your right to go up in there.
Do you live in Conway?
Well, I'm not going to answer any questions like that.
Was just trying to make better conversation because this is a little ridiculous.
Why would you say this is ridiculous?
Because it's a
Somebody
nice day and
recording
there's
in
a lot better
public?
things to be doing than this.
Nah, I think this is a great thing to be doing. People aren't educated, and now they're going to be.
Educated on what?
Public photography, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
That's an interesting way to look at it, I guess.
I mean, it's the truth. I mean, I'm sure maybe you, like you said, y'all haven't had this happen before, so of course y'all wouldn't be educated on it. But now that y'all having this experience, y'all get a chance to be educated about it. So,
Well, that happened before, but just not like this.
got you.
Your reasonings are a little different than what I've heard.
You're really not making us uncomfortable with that. You're making those people in there that are trying to handle business.
And like I
uncomfortable.
said,
That's
the
why we're
goal
here
is
in
to
the first
educate people. So you have to tell those people in there.
How are you educating them?
Well, this interaction that we're having right now, you all are telling me that I can't record people who are in public when that is not an actual true statement. Because, and then you also said that this is not a public building.
So you're saying you're doing this to get a response?
No, sir.
That's what it sounds like to me.
If
you're educating, then
No.
that means there has to be something going on to educate on.
if someone is ignorant of something, that's the only way they can
I'm
get
pretty
educated.
sure most people know how to do photography.
Okay, so even if I was doing this to get a response, what is wrong with that? The key for me to do this is that I wouldn't get any response. Unfortunately, they
Okay.
called the police on somebody who's doing a legally protected activity.
And what's that?